But Kenny, gone for a bit of a treat. Mum had left me a blank cheque for emergencies, and it was an emergency, so I used it. And Bill's gone to put it in the bank. I think he's very relieved. And Kenny and him going to have a drink at a really nice pub. And Kenny needed it. Bill said Kenny's getting a bit stir crazy. I said he needs to get out, Bill. You know, he needs to sit at the weir. We choose this particular pub because it's got like really soothing noise of the weir, you know, and I find that it, you know, gets people soothed, you know, and I think Kenny needs it actually, because he's, you know, he wouldn't take his Passiflora, and I thought he doesn't judge this one, probably knew it wouldn't help, so, yeah, he just, I think the drive will help, because often the feeling of movement helps. The drive will help, and then he'll be right, you know. Of course, I know what you're thinking, it's all these Jedi people are nuts. Well, quite frankly, yes, it's true. Perhaps in the future it need not be. But at the current stage, yes, it is, yeah. I mean, it's probably 1 to 10 of nuts. Schizophrenia, I'm at 10 nuts. But take Sekonoto, the Jedi leader in America. I'd say only one. That she has a very strong mind. She's very sane. And that's probably why she's Jedi leader, because she's best able to explain these things to interface basically with other people who, you know, don't take on board these ideas. Of course, you've now drawn the parallel between Jediism and insanity. It's better explained in my books, that one. It's really to do with the engine what lies beneath the engine that is beneath everything. Once you are too in tune with the engine, you become a bit nuts. And this is what happens to the Jedi's. Alright, these days it's probably a scale of 1 to 10, schizophrenia being 10. Yeah? And 1 being like Sekonoto. She's very sane, very reasonable, very... it's a strong mind. She's got a strong mind. And therefore she's able to take on these ideas and not go nuts. Right? Daniel's probably at 2. Daniel's very, very well intentioned. Daniel Jones. And at 2 probably insanity. I mean, he's got a dream, and that's to make the world a better place through the Jedi religion. And from what I gather, it's very much a dream that he gets a lot of time and energy to. People that had dreams like that, or perhaps people like Nelson Mandela, and Martin Luther King, and Kennedy, and John Lennon had dreams like that. Yeah. And will he ever achieve it? I don't think it matters to him if he does, because there are other people like that who want to make the world a better place. It doesn't matter to them whether they do achieve it. They're just going to keep trying, you know. They're going to keep trying to make the world a better place. Of course, the person thinks, does that mean they want to give an individual help? No, they're seeing the world as a whole. They want to make the whole world as a whole a better place. You know? There's always an element of self-sacrifice here which comes across in them. And of course, it was Jesus self-sacrificed to make the world a better place. Yeah, and all of those people I mentioned. Yes, there's a sacrifice involved, which is why I perhaps jokingly said the Messiah. Yeah, that's obviously very strong parallels there. Yes, if Kennedy was shot, you know. However, do they need to be hurt? They aren't always. They aren't always hurt. I don't suggest anyone go about hurting Daniel. Will it help? No, it won't. No, of course it won't help. Make the world a better place if you can hurt Daniel. There are a lot of people like that. There are a lot of people like Jesus, basically. Alright? A lot of people... The cross is there already. Alright? There's no need to go and find them a cross. They've got one already. The cross is the fact that they are sacrificing so much of themselves to make the world a better place. The cross is happening already. Yeah? There's no need to go and find them another one. You know, it makes me think of Life of Brian, that go and find him a cross, you know, he's Jesus. No, honestly, he's got his own already. And that is probably bears heavily on him. And he's not the only one. There are many, many like him. Many, many. Rows of crosses on earth. People want to make the world a better place, and they're sacrificing a large amount of everything they have for it, you know? Okay? It's always worth admiring, yeah? And as for being the Messiah, if ever the Jedi religion became a big thing, yes, it could be considered as such. So that wasn't a joke when I said that Daniel's the Messiah. Certainly to the Jedis. Yes, he would be. Anyhow, as for being good looking, so was Jesus. Why do you think he caused such a stir amongst the females in biblical times? Oh yeah, they've gone out. Oh yeah, they're going to that pub on the way. Really, it's very, very nice. And there are quite a few nice pubs around. It's an expensive one, and Bill's treating Kenny. It's hard for Kenny to come off his medication. It'll be better with time. It's a brave thing to do, really, considering. It's now probably hitting the stage where either he manages it or he doesn't. And I can tell. His brain's uncomfortable. He feels uncomfortable. The medicine's coming out of the blood. So at what stage would the person actually need medication? They're so nuts. For a start, don't worry about it. Those people following Jediism, don't worry about it at all. What brings on all mental conditions, right, is stress. Uniquely stress, alright? It all starts with a mental breakdown. You can be as la-di-da as you can about weird ideas, alright? Weird as you like with ideas, alright? It's only at the stage which the person is under stress, and that could be from any point of view, any angle, nothing to do with Jediism, right? That a person actually needs medication and ends up becoming a psychiatric patient, okay? But the parallel occurred is that what the Jedi's are looking at is the same engine as the psychiatric patients are looking at, alright? And that's where the parallel occurred, alright? That's where I drew the parallel.